Hello and welcome to Volusia Magazine. I'm Amber Osman. In today's episode, passenger numbers at the Daytona Beach International Airport are soaring. Volusia County is offering workshops for vendors looking to do business with the county. And with the school year nearly over, the county has several options to keep your kids busy during the summer months. Finally, turtle nesting season is fast approaching, and joining Joanne Magley in the studio is Jennifer Winters, Program Manager for the Sea Turtle Habitat Conservation Plan. Those segments, news, and more coming right up on Volusia Magazine. I hope you stay tuned. Daytona Beach International Airport experienced another big increase in passenger traffic for the month of March. Passenger traffic at Daytona Beach International Airport increased 11.4% for March in comparison with March of last year. During the month, 70,936 passengers flew in or out of the county-operated airport compared to 63,680 passengers last March. For the 12 months ending March 31st, total passenger traffic at Daytona Beach International Airport increased 2%, with more than 634,000 people traveling through the facility last year, compared to more than 648,000 passengers this year. The capacity, or amount of seats offered to Daytona Beach International Airport, increased by 12% in March. Jay Cassens, the airport's Director of Business Development, says the county-run airport has not seen monthly passenger traffic numbers surpass the 70,000 mark since April of 2008.
So in 2008, we had 7 airlines, and now we have 3 airlines, Delta, American, and JetBlue. So it's really great to see the numbers continue to increase, and hopefully we see that trend continue for the rest of the year. Things are looking good right now, and hopefully see a 6th consecutive month with passenger increases.
Daytona Beach International Airport is served by Delta, JetBlue, and American Airlines. For more information on booking a flight, you can visit flydaytonafirst.com. Volusia County Government's Purchasing and Contracts Division will hold 2 workshops for prospective business vendors who want to learn how to do business with the county. The workshops will be in the first-floor training rooms of the Thomas C. Kelly Administration Center at 123 West Indiana Avenue in DeLand from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Tuesday, April 26th, and from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. Wednesday, April 27th. The county has issued an average of 185 solicitations annually for goods and services. 66% are for commodities such as janitorial supplies, auto parts, office supplies, and maintenance. 24% are for construction, architectural, and engineering jobs such as roofing, road projects, trails, and vertical construction. And 10% is for services such as technology, commercial leasing, and community assistance and studies. Janine Jennings, the county's Director of Purchasing and Contracts Division, says without contracting with outside vendors, Volusia County could not meet the needs of our citizens.
We explain a lot of the shortcuts, how to register as a vendor, who your contacts are, what are your first steps, what are some of the requirements needed, and actually takes them through our website to see what types of commodities are available to them at this time. It would take the fear out of putting in a solicitation or doing business with us. Here also to encourage people, the more vendors we have, the better it is for our community, and a very diversified group of people. So we want everybody to understand how you go about doing it, and again, take the fear factor out of it, and it's not as complicated as people might think it is.
For more information, call the Volusia County Purchasing and Contracts Division at 386-736-5935, extension 12490. Are you looking for some supervised activities to keep the kids busy over the long summer vacation? Well, Volusia County may have the perfect cure for the summertime blues. Kids can laugh and learn during the county's summer camps, which will be held at 20 locations stretching from Oak Hill to Pearson. The adventures range from a week-long boat building workshop to traditional summer camps at local schools.
Volusia County Summer Recreation Program is the longest running recreation program that we've had. It's been operating for over 30 plus years. We've got approximately 1,300 youth registered for the program year over year. We go bowling, we go to the theater, we go skating. We also go to the water parks, we go to the beach. We do a lot of fun things even on our stay back days. One of the more popular activities is Volusia's Got Talent. And so for the 8-week period of time, kids are really getting together with their friends to try to create an interesting talent show. And if families come, there's a judge panel there, awards are given out. We have a karaoke machine there. We have a DJ there to help the kids in their program. So it's really a great program. Everybody loves it. And year over year, kids re-sign up for the following year to participate. So we're trying to keep the kids active, having fun. I mean, that's really what we want to do, is we want them to have fun during the summer program.
The county's Parks, Recreation, and Culture Division is offering 8 weeks of supervised activities. Registration begins May 21st, and the camps kick off June 13th. At Lyonia Environmental Center in Deltona, children can experience the natural wonders of Volusia County through guided hikes, live animal encounters, and environmentally themed games. They'll make arts and crafts and learn how they can help protect the environment during classroom activities and strolls through the scrub habitat at Lyonia Preserve.
Each week is its own unit because we don't always get campers that come for every single week of their age group. So each week is its own separate unit, its own separate entity. We have an orientation every Monday, go over the rules, all that stuff, and then every Friday we do our sort of graduation ceremony where we give campers certificates, and they have their families come for some refreshments and hands-on activities, and the campers get to teach them what they learned that week.
Kids can expect to get wet at the camps at the Marine Science Center in Ponce Inlet. While exploring the estuary and beach, they can fish, canoe, and snorkel. When it's time to come indoors, they'll learn about the Marine Science Center's turtle and bird hospitals and have a hands-on experience at the touch tank. At the Agricultural Center in DeLand, the Volusia County 4-H has a unique experience planned for campers. Youth ages 5 to 18 can actually build a boat and sail in it during a week-long workshop beginning July 11th. The instructor will talk about boat safety and show them how to use tools and oversee the projects. For more information about Volusia County's summer camps, you can visit volusia.org/camps.
Would you slow down if your child were here?
Okay, so we drowned the fire, stirred it, drowned it again, and now just feel if it's cold.
Yeah.
Cool.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
I know. I already posted it.
Some high school students in Volusia County are getting an early start to rewarding careers in the construction industry. Joanne Magley has that story in this week's Business Beat.
Brandon Shriver is a senior at DeLand High School. After his junior year, like many students, he got a summer job. But unlike many students, Brandon's summer job is actually an apprentice program in the construction industry. Brandon is enrolled in the Academy of Construction Technologies, called ACT for short. He chose to specialize in heating and cooling.
Everyone's going to need air conditioning. In our society, it's either going to be too hot, they need to cool off, or too cold, they're going to need to heat up.
ACT is in place at DeLand, Seabreeze, and New Smyrna Beach High Schools, and will be at Taylor High School in Pearson in 2016-2017. Rick Hervey is the ACT instructor and has been teaching the tools of the trade to students since 1999.
What this does is it allows kids to have a choice, a career path that they can decide what they want to do as a junior, where these jobs today, you have to be 18 years old or a graduating senior to get out there. The ACT program is unique that allows students to go out at 16 years old, to go out into an 18 and above workforce because we have a waiver from the state. So a kid can go out and find out if he wants to be an electrician during the summer, if he wants to be a mason, if he wants to be a carpenter, if he wants to do air conditioning work during the summer. At 16, find out if that's something he really wants to do, while at the same time making $3,000 each summer.
Students sign up for the program in the fall of their junior year. In the spring, they're teamed up with a contractor through the ACT job fair. Once school is out, the summer job begins.
The idea is that they would hopefully go back to that same company, but it's not mandatory. And then those students, unlike all the other seniors, they have a career path that they know where they're going to be working right out of high school. And I have kids that are going to college. They're doing the ACT program because their mom and dads told them they need to make some money before we go to college. What quicker, faster, better way, and to put on their resume that they worked out in the real world in construction.
Bob Fitzsimmons is the immediate past president of the Volusia Building Industry Association and the president of Gallery Homes of DeLand.
I try to attend all the board meetings for ACT, and I talk to different vendors and subcontractors here in Volusia County to get them involved so that they will hire the young students that Rick Hervey and the other construction academies deliver through ACT. It's new workforce for us, so that's my role.
Bob says the big advantage for the construction industry is getting young people who want to be plumbers, air conditioning contractors, general contractors, or building contractors, and having them learn from the very beginning what's important to each of those fields.
Today, more than ever, the industry's coming back, building activity is picking up, and we have just gone through the Great Recession. 80% of our workforce went and found something else to do. So currently, whether you're an electrician, a plumber, air conditioning contractor, a builder, a mason, a carpenter, your workforce is an aging workforce. And we need to replenish that workforce. We need to build that workforce to meet the demands of the future. We can't meet those demands today with the workforce that we have.
Instructor Hervey says his reward is seeing his former ACT students in action.
One of the things I think is exciting is when I stop at racetrack in the morning, early in the morning, I'm away going somewhere, and I'll run into one of my students. It's been 7-8 years since I've had them, and they want to come up to me and say, guess where I'm working? I'm an electrician. I'm over here doing air conditioning work. I'm over here working at this company. And to me, that is so rewarding to have those kids come up to me and tell me their success stories, kind of like a football coach finding out that somebody went pro. And that's the way I perceive it.
For the Business Beat, I'm Joanne Magley.
The ACT Career Fair will be held May 5th from 3 to 5 p.m. at DeLand High School. Today on Solutions for Your Life, Laura Cash, University of Florida 4-H Extension Agent, presents the many things 4-H youth do here in Volusia County.
Hello, my name is Laura Cash. I'm the Volusia County 4-H Extension Agent, and welcome to Solutions for Your Life. Today, the Volusia County 4-Hers are practicing for county events, a part of our public speaking program, especially Share the Fun.
Well, the plays are conceived as simple comedy, one called Making Eggs, which is about someone making eggs, and one of them called J.C. Penney, about a man named J.C. Penney. We're performing them today. It's practice.
We're going to go through this once, nice and easy. Action. Hey, what you doing? making eggs. You want some? Yeah. Here. Oh my God.
Bring, bring.
Hello, my friend just died. Can you come and get her?
Yes. With you.
Cut. This isn't right. This is all wrong.
Making eggs. I'm the director who is really obnoxious and like gives them all these directions, and then they do it one more time and what they did the first time, and then they get all mad at me and like they quit on me.
What I like about 4-H, it opens up a whole bunch of experiences for me to do, for me to learn, and for me, most importantly, to have fun. It also adds an opportunity of resumes for jobs, colleges, all that fun stuff.
Hey, Isabel.
Hey, Alex. Where'd you get those earbuds?
I got them from JCPenney.
Hey, Isabel. Hey, Emily. Where'd you get those cool boots? JCPenney, of course.
Hey, Isabel.
Who are you?
I'm JCPenney.
The Share the Fun variety show is part of our public speaking program, as well as our fashion review contest and our county events program.
What I like about the 4-H program is that you get to make a lot of friends. It's about friendship and family and basically just having fun.
We have a photography contest, a poster contest, public speaking, and they're all to build the kids up to being used to speaking in front of a crowd, organizing speeches, and writing them. And think of the things that you can do that are just fun. Magic acts, comedy acts. Those are real easy to do.
I like the 4-H program because you can be hands-on with your animals and you can help them figure out how to be shown.
I hope you enjoyed our little preview of county events, especially our Share the Fun talent show. I'm Laura Cash with Solutions for Your Life.
Established by Congress in 1914, University of Florida IFAS Extension has been providing solutions for 100 years. We bring research-based information to individuals, businesses, and communities. As part of the land-grant university system, we have experts in every one of Florida's 67 counties. Our educational programs improve lives, build economies, and help protect the state's valuable natural resources. We're committed to providing reliable information that impacts the lives of every Floridian. As Florida continues to grow, UF IFAS Extension will be there to provide practical solutions to Florida's most challenging problems. University of Florida IFAS Extension, solutions for the next 100 years.
Time now to go into the studio and join the Director of Community Information, Joanne Magley, with her guest, Jennifer Winters, with the county's Habitat Conservation Plan.
Thanks, Amber. Well, the 2016 turtle nesting season for Volusia County beaches begins May 1st. This 5-month observation of turtle nesting habits is closely watched by Volusia County and, in particular, key staff of the Environmental Management Division. So with us today to talk about turtle nesting season is Jennifer Winters, Volusia County's Habitat Conservation Plan Manager. Hi, Jennifer.
Good morning, Joanne.
Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
So for people that might be new to Volusia County, tell us, what is turtle season?
Well, it's my favorite time of year, but this is the time of year during the summer when sea turtles actually come out of the water and lay their nest along our beaches.
So why is it so important that we mark this season when the turtles start laying their nests?
For a lot of reasons. Sea turtles are endangered and threatened species, and so it's a really special thing that we have this habitat that's conducive for them to make their nest. This is the most important part of their life cycle to reproduce. So our beaches are also very popular to people, and we're able to go out and mark every single nest the morning that it's laid, just to kind of keep people out of that area so the eggs underneath the sand wouldn't get crushed.
So there are a lot of things that people need to do in order to prepare for a healthy and prosperous, I guess, turtle season, what are some of those things that people have to do?
Right. There's a lot of things, especially the people that live along the beach or work in the hotels along the beach. One of the biggest, easiest things to do is just help us keep our beaches clean and free of any debris and obstacles that sea turtles could encounter while they're trying to nest on the beach. We also have a sea turtle lighting ordinance, which is in effect during the nesting season. And lights can be problematic for sea turtles because it can deter them from coming to brightly lit areas to lay their nests. And so we try to work with people and advise them on how they can safely light their property, but also keep the beach dark enough for the sea turtles.
Because basically, the sea turtles guide themselves into the ocean by the natural light of the moon, right?
This is correct.
So any other lights that are shining down on the beach, it actually confuses the sea turtles.
It does, and you know, they can be misled onto the roadways or up onto private property, and then they get disoriented and have a hard time finding the water.
And you mentioned keeping the beaches clean. That's another thing with the sea turtles, because once they hatch and they're trying to make their way into the ocean, if there's debris left behind that they bump into, or holes left in the beach, all these things just make it really hard for that little turtle to make his way to the ocean.
Right, exactly. Even something as small as a footprint can be an obstacle for a hatchling sea turtle, which is only a couple inches long.
So give us an idea, where did we end up last year as far as total number of nests?
We actually had just over 660 sea turtle nests countywide, so we have about 36 miles of beach that we count along, and that was an above average year for us. It was a really good year.
And what types of turtles do we see that nest on our Volusia County beaches?
We have three most common species, which are the loggerhead, the green, and the leatherback sea turtles, and they nest sort of in their numbers in that order. So we have the most loggerhead nest, which is in the hundreds, and then greens come in usually in the 20s or 30s, and leatherbacks are very rare, but actually last year we had our record high year with 14 leatherback nests.
Does the Kemp's Ridley ever nest on our beach? I know that's a pretty rare turtle as well.
It is, and they primarily nest in Mexico, but they do occasionally nest throughout Florida. In total, we've had 8 nests in over 20 years that we've been documenting nesting here in Volusia County, so they're really, really rare to nest here.
So we're talking about the number of sea turtle nests, particularly last year. How do you tally the number of nests?
Well, we've actually got a small army of people that go out every morning, and they're looking for a new nest, and we can tell when a turtle's come out of the ocean by the crawl track that she leaves in the sand. And so with each nest, or even sometimes they'll come out and not nest, but they'll still crawl out on the sand. We count all those things, and they record that information on a data sheet, which we document and keep track of through my office.
Now these people that do this, these are volunteers, correct?
Yes, mainly. Yep.
And when they keep these records, at the end of the day, you actually record all this information to a federal agency. So
right.
it's seen on a higher level, not just only in Volusia County.
Actually, yes, we report it both to the state and federal governments.
And why do we do that? Why do we have that reporting mechanism in place?
There's a couple different reasons. Again, back to because sea turtles are protected through the Endangered Species Act, and but also because we have beach driving here. And the Volusia County, we have our own special permit that allows us to continue that activity. But with that, we have a habitat conservation plan that my office manages. And with that plan, we do a lot of different things to help protect our habitat and sea turtles. And one of the things that we have to do is also make an annual report every year and report this information to the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service.
So you mentioned a habitat conservation plan, and it not only protects sea turtles, but it protects other coastal wildlife as well. Tell us a little bit about the other wildlife that is included in this plan.
Sure. We've got a lot of different animals using our beaches, of course. One of the main things that we also have during the summertime is shorebirds nesting. And even in the wintertime, we've got another shorebird that comes here. It's a true snowbird. They're only found between August and November. So all of these animals are subject to impacts or harassment from vehicles. And so they're protected under our plan as well.
So let's talk a little bit more about the beach lighting ordinance and the effort that your division does to ensure that not just homeowners, but the businesses and the condos all along the beach are helping to follow the rules put in place.
We do a lot of things, mainly education. We produce a plethora of items that are available for free for the hotels and motels to give out to their guests. We also do proactive lighting inspections where we go out at night and actually look for lighting that could be problematic, and then we contact those property owners. One of the first things we do to prepare for the season is do an annual mail out. And so we'll send a letter to everyone within the ordinance boundary to remind them of the lighting requirements for the nesting season.
So tell us a little bit about some of the alternatives that people can do when it comes to beach lighting. I know there's shields or there's different even maybe types of lights. What's out there that actually still lets people have light but diffuses the light somewhere else?
Well, you mentioned shielding. That's probably the number one thing that people can do with existing lights that are visible from the beach, is to shield them and direct the light into the area where they need it the most. And that also blocks it from being visible from the beach. There's some great new technology on the market. LEDs are very popular. They're very high efficiency. And there's a long wavelength light, which usually appears amber or red in color of the LEDs, which is actually less disruptive for sea turtles. They don't see it as well. So we suggest that people use those long wavelength lights in some instances as well.
So that's the type of light that you would recommend if people are taking maybe like a night walk, not to use a regular flashlight, because again, that can disrupt the turtles, but to use one of these alternative lights that still let them see where they're going.
Yes, definitely.
But doesn't disturb the turtles.
Right.
So we mentioned volunteers earlier. If people out there watching want to get involved with the turtle nesting season, how can they go about doing that?
Well, they can check out our website. We've got a few different links for volunteer opportunities. The website is volusiaseaturtles.org. And we've got, again, a plethora of information through our office, and that's actually all available for free online as well. So.
All right. Our guest, Jennifer Winters, Volusia County's Habitat Conservation Plan Manager. Amber, back to you.
Thanks, Joanne, and thank you too for watching Volusia Magazine. If you have any questions about the show, you can feel free to give us a call at any of the numbers you see listed here, or you can log on to volusia.org and click on the News tab at the top of the screen to find us. Incidentally, you can find the County Council's meeting calendar there too. In fact, you can use volusia.org to find out about meeting dates, workshops, topics of interest, activities, and how you can become involved. And we hope you won't forget to listen to Volusia Today. That's Volusia County Government's weekly public radio broadcast. Volusia Today airs every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Sunday mornings on the local radio stations you see on your screen. For Volusia Magazine, I'm Amber Osman. Have a wonderful evening.